Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com helping you create something awesome today. Welcome to another YouTube 30 of 30 channel review. In this series, I'm reviewing channels from 30 YouTubers and I'm telling you what they're doing awesome and also giving them some tips on how they can improve. This entire series is sponsored by our friends over at Tubebuddy, who make a great browser plugin that's helping me audit these YouTube channels. It's something I use for my paying clients. You can use the Tubebuddy browser plugin to find out how you're ranking in YouTube search, what your competitors are doing, and when the best times to upload your videos are. There are a ton of great features and tools in Tubebuddy, and it's something that I use here regularly on the channel, and it is my secret weapon when it comes to dominating YouTube search. So make sure you're checking out that plugin at tubebuddy.com/awesome. Links are in the description. So let's go ahead and jump into today's review.
All right, so in this review of YouTube 30 of 30, I'm going to be looking at my good friend, Socially Nina. And Nina actually is a social media influencer that gained a lot of traction in blab.im, but Blab is kind of no longer a thing. So she's actually focusing a lot more on her YouTube channel and other social media platforms. So I wanted to review her channel because she actually does understand the marketing side of this content strategy, and I think I can give her some tips for YouTube and help her grow the channel here. Now she's already doing pretty well considering the views she has on her channel when you look at her subscribers. With a small tribe of a little over 1,000 as of the making this video, she has content that's gotten over 10,000, 5,000, and just multiple views, and this is great, and some of it's even fairly recent content from this year. So you can see that she actually does understand this and understands a lot of the basic principles of YouTube, but let's see if we can help Nina to grow her following a little more with some advice. So let's say we look at the About section. I like that the About section here is conversational. I just wish that it were just a little more upfront to the point about the type of videos that you're going to get, the digital marketing, social media, and new technology stuff that's mentioned up here. I think that could be better. Nina's doing a great job with her thumbnails on the channel. So I actually wish that the artwork for the channel header were reflective of that. I think going with a pink background and the type of branding you see here in the thumbnails, consistent in the header, would be great. Also, she's got some great headshots here cut out. This is a similar strategy to what I use for my thumbnails. I'd love to see that in the profile picture. So I think updating the profile picture and the channel artwork to be more reflective of the brand and match these thumbnails, I think that would be fantastic. I love the color schemes. I love the blue and pink. I think it's great for contrast. I love these headshots. I think that these are strong thumbnails, but let's look at a underperforming video. We have a video here from 9 months ago that did really well on Pinterest, but we have another video here that didn't do so well. So let's look at that video and see how it could be improved. So the thumbnail for this was fine. So I have a strong feeling that the weaknesses are here in the description and in the tags. So yeah, how to get Pinterest followers fast. Yes, that is in the description, and Pinterest marketing is in the description, but then there's not a lot of content here for YouTube and its search to say that is relevant. So let's look at the tags. These are some good tags, but they're not ranking, and it's because there's not enough in the description there to match it. It's not enough to just match the title and the tags. You have to have something in the description for YouTube to be able to search and find and say that it's relevant. If you don't, then that's definitely going to hurt you. Let's take a look and see if there's anything going on in social media. So there was some traction on this a year ago in social media, mostly from Nina. No post for this video in Pinterest. So you have the native capability to share this in Pinterest from YouTube. It's one of the sites right here, and so I would definitely have done that, especially since this was talking about Pinterest, and that'd be interesting to that community. So if you're going to talk about a social network in YouTube or some other social network, talking about the original social network in the place where the people who actually use that network play is probably in your best interest. So I would definitely go back and I would optimize this video with updating the descriptions, but I'd also share it and all the other related content and the playlist over in Pinterest because I think that that would be valuable to that community. So you can see that this is not ranking very well in YouTube search, and that's where it's going to get its main traction. Even now, this is still a very relevant video as long as the information is still accurate. Overall, I'd say the production values here are probably fine. The camera probably wasn't doing a lot of great autofocus because it's so close up, but I've seen that your production values have improved since then. I would recommend revisiting, optimizing this particular video, getting it some more shares in social, especially in Facebook and in Pinterest. I would do some more research using Tubebuddy and really try to improve those search rankings. I'd also use the one-click Facebook post feature to publish this video in Facebook and get it more attention, get some growth out of Facebook, and then use that to funnel people to your YouTube channel since they know that you do other content over here. So that's what I would do to get this and the other similar videos like this that might be underperforming to get more reach and more audience growth. So I definitely think those would be helpful. Let's look at this Snapchat hacks. I think that this thumbnail should have just been a yellow version of everything you have going on there, or you should have stuck with the pink because that's your brand, and then just had the splash of yellow in the corner for Snapchat with its, Snapchat logo. So I think that would have been better. Again, pink background, decent production values. You're talking about Snapchat. This video looks fun, but again, no real detail here in the description for the search engine that is YouTube to work with, or for Google to work with for that fact of the matter. So I would definitely, and see, you have some great comments and people are saying they learned and they engaged. So the people who watch this video think that's quality. So you need to reach more people since you have quality content, and this video has been out for 2 weeks. So you missed the jump on that first 48 hours of massively promoting this video, but it's okay because you can bring videos back from the dead. I've brought videos back after 6 months or even a year and got the most views that I've ever gotten on them. So it's not too late to correct this. So let's take a look. It's got some traction in social, but not a lot. So it could definitely use some help there. Let's see. Nothing else really going on there. Let's take a look at these tags. You've got some tags that are ranking. You're ranking for your brand and you're ranking for Snapchat secrets, but that's not enough. You need a lot more. Snapchat is so popular right now and there's so many people talking about it that there's really a lot of opportunity there. But by having a weak description, there's not a lot for YouTube to go off of when it comes to search. So I would definitely look at that. And let's see. This is stuff that is getting okay ranking, but again, it's super competitive and there's so much opportunity with Snapchat, and there's a lot of keywords here that just aren't being utilized. And even though you are ranking for these, nothing in the top 10, and that would really help you a lot, especially with how much attention there is for Snapchat and how competitive it is. It's a relatively new social network, and your tribe trusts and relies on you for information about all these social networks. So that's a problem. How to make a YouTube thumbnail with PicMonkey. You clearly understand that and you're very good at it. But again, I think that changing up the branding strategy here is going against the grain of your best performing videos. So I would go back to what was working the most effectively. And you can clearly see that certain thumbnails, and you built a great brand, I would stick with that and I would be more consistent. So I would update the branding of certain videos based on what performed as far as thumbnails. I would go back and I would definitely optimize those descriptions and set up those tags like we talked about. And I think that those things will probably help you the most. I would update the description there. Let's take a quick look at what you're doing with playlist, because I think that you have some decent playlist here, but I'd be curious as to how you're handling the descriptions for even those. So you have a lot here about graphic design and editing with PicMonkey, Canva, and Paint.net, but no description. This is another opportunity to be discovered in search and also to give your audience context about what they're going to be learning. So do not be lazy on these descriptions, folks. Make sure you're putting the descriptions in your About section, in your YouTube videos, and in your YouTube playlist. It really helps you out and it makes a difference. It makes things easier for your audience, and even if you think no one's reading them, the search engine is and is using it to decide how relevant your video is and serving it up. It does not care about the subscriber count. It really doesn't care about these views. It cares about watch time, but it also cares about the relevance. So if you don't have strong descriptions, if you're being lazy on descriptions, if you don't have tags that people are going to search for, if you don't have good titles and a good thumbnail that's going to be clicked, it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. I think we've done enough in these YouTube 30 of 30 review videos to show you that, and that's why Tubebuddy is sponsoring us. We're getting the sponsorship with Tubebuddy here because this is a tool that can help you address the weaknesses of your channel. It's what I'm doing, and you've seen just using a small portion of the tools how I've been able to see what's going on with these channels and where they're vulnerable in search and how much that's going to play a role in their success. Looking at your most popular videos here, it looks like a lot of people come to you to learn about Facebook, which tells me that your audience, your demographic, is not as young. They're not as into Snapchat per se. They're above 18. They're probably early 20s, mid to late 30s, and probably marketing or business owners. So that means that your audience, your tribe, Nina, is probably more interested in the platforms that are skewed toward a buying audience or to helping their business. And it's not to say that Snapchat can't do that, but I would say that there's a lot of competition for talking and marketing about Snapchat from a lot of bigger influencers. It's not to say you can't compete there, but you have a lot of experience and a lot of authority with Facebook, and I would make more videos around Facebook, especially now with Facebook Live and all the other new features that Facebook has been rolling out. You are an expert on that. People care about what you have to say about Pinterest and about using Canva for their social media graphics and doing design there. You have authority there. You've proven that. It looks like you're talking a little bit about YouTube here and people are interested, but I would say you can grow into those things, but I would double down if you want to grow your audience. I would start putting out regular content around Facebook and the Facebook features a little bit more, build out that playlist, get another solid 20 or 30 videos about Facebook and be an authority there. And I would talk about Pinterest because you do well with that, maybe Instagram, and I would stick to some things like Microsoft Word and Canva, and I would really just double down on giving your audience what they really want and need from you. PicMonkey, I think all of those things are things you do very well, and so from a content strategy, I would focus on that. Then I would use Tubebuddy, which you can get tubebuddy.com/awesome, to do some research, find those keywords. I would start posting those videos natively using the one button published to Facebook as a video feature in Tubebuddy to get more audience and attention there, bring them back to your YouTube channel for more content, and I think that that would definitely help you. So those are the things I'm looking at with your channel. I think that you can improve the visual branding of your profile pic and your channel artwork. I think that there are some of these thumbnails that you go back to what was working the best for you. Make it consistent. Keep uploading frequently, once or twice a week. And I think you stick to the things that your audience really trusts you on and wants from you, and then you can build up from there and branch off into other areas over time. So that would be what my advice would be to improve your channel. So I hope that helps you out. I guess I will definitely be seeing you around, especially in Facebook. We hang out there a lot. You definitely are an authority there. And I would say good luck.
So that's it for today's review. If you want to check out more videos from this awesome creator, make sure you're hitting them up. The links are in the description below so you can check out their channel. There were a lot of great tips in this review. Maybe they can actually help you improve your YouTube channel if you're doing something similar. I want to thank our friends over at Tubebuddy for sponsoring this review today. I couldn't be doing this without them. They make my life a lot easier, and it's something that I think could help a lot of you. So make sure you're checking that out at tubebuddy.com/awesome. I think it'll help you grow your YouTube channel. Remember, there are 30 total YouTube channel reviews in this playlist, so if these tips don't apply to you, maybe something that I gave to another creator in terms of advice is something that would be more helpful for you with your channel. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. Remember, YouTube tips are usually on Fridays. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.